The 1981 United States $quarter coin represents a small but meaningful artifact within the broader narrative of American monetary history. Though it may appear ordinary at first glance, this coin reflects decades of economic shifts, artistic traditions, technological developments in minting, and the evolving identity of the United States itself. To understand the full significance of the 1981 quarter, it is essential to examine its historical context, design origins, production details, and its place within both numismatics and everyday American life. Origins of the quarter dollar. The quarter dollar, commonly referred to simply as the quarter, has been a staple of U.S. currency since the late 18th century. Authorized under the Coinage Act of 1792, the denomination was established as 1/4 of a dollar, aligning with the Spanish milled dollar system that heavily influenced early American currency. The first quarters were minted in 1796, featuring early designs such as the draped bust and later the capped bust and seated liberty. Over time, the designs of the quarter evolved to reflect changing artistic tastes and national symbolism. By the early 20th century, there was a movement to beautify American coinage, leading to the introduction of more sophisticated and symbolic designs. This movement culminated in one of the most enduring coin designs in U.S. history, the Washington Quarter. Introduction of the Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter was first issued in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. Originally intended as a one-year commemorative coin, it proved so popular that it replaced the standing Liberty Quarter permanently. The obverse front of the coin features a left-facing profile portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The reverse originally depicted an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, symbolizing both strength and peace. This design remained largely unchanged for decades, including the 1981 issue. Historical context of 1981. The year 1981 was a transitional period in American history. The country was experiencing economic challenges, including inflation and high interest rates, while also entering a new political era under President Ronald Reagan. These broader conditions influenced coin production in subtle ways, particularly in terms of mint output and collector demand. Importantly, by 1981, the United States had already transitioned away from using silver in circulating coinage. Since 1965, quarters had been composed of a copper-nickel clad composition rather than 90% silver, a change driven by rising silver prices and the need to maintain an adequate coin supply. Thus, the 1981 quarter reflects the modern era of U.S. coinage, both in material and mass production techniques. Design details of the 1981 quarter. The 1981 Washington Quarter retains the classic design established in 1932. On the obverse, George Washington's portrait is accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the year 1981 below. The overall design conveys dignity and simplicity, emphasizing the nation's founding ideals. The reverse continues to feature the heraldic eagle design. Above the eagle appears the inscription, "United States of America," with E pluribus unum positioned above the eagle's head. Below the eagle is the denomination quarter dollar. The symmetry and bold imagery reinforce national unity and strength. Minting and production. In 1981, quarters were produced at 3 primary facilities of the United States Mint. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Denver Mint, marked with D. San Francisco Mint, marked with S, typically for proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins intended for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins made specifically for collectors. Proof coins are struck with specially prepared dies and polished planchets, resulting in a mirror-like finish and sharper details. One notable aspect of 1981 coin production is that the U.S. Mint did not release standard uncirculated coin sets to the general public that year. Instead, collectors had to obtain coins directly from circulation or purchase special mint sets, offered in limited quantities. This has made high-quality 1981 quarters somewhat more desirable among collectors compared to other years. Composition and specifications. The 1981 quarter follows the standard clad composition introduced in 1965. Outer layers, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Core, 100% copper. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Edge, reeded with 119 reeds. This composition provides durability for circulation while maintaining a silver-like appearance. However, unlike pre-1965 quarters, the 1981 version contains no intrinsic silver value. Numismatic significance. From a collector's perspective, the 1981 quarter holds modest but notable interest. While it is not considered rare in circulated condition, certain factors can increase its value. Mint mark variations. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in quality and strike, with some collectors seeking examples from each mint. Condition grade. Uncirculated coins in high grades, such as MS65 or higher, are more valuable. Because fewer pristine examples were preserved, high-grade specimens can command premium prices. Proof coins. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are particularly attractive due to their finish, and are often collected as part of proof sets. Errors and varieties. Like all mass-produced coins, some 1981 quarters exhibit minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet defects. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Economic and cultural role. In everyday life, the quarter has long been one of the most widely used denominations in the United States. In 1981, quarters were essential for transactions involving vending machines, public transportation, parking meters, and laundry facilities. The coin's practicality ensured its continued high demand. Beyond its functional role, the quarter also serves as a cultural symbol. Its imagery, particularly the portrait of George Washington, reinforces national identity and historical continuity. Even in an era of increasing digital transactions, the quarter remains a tangible connection to American heritage. From a collector's perspective, the 1981 quarter holds modest but notable interest. While it is not considered rare in circulated condition, certain factors can increase its value. Mint mark variations. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in quality and strike, with some collectors seeking examples from each mint. Condition grade. Uncirculated coins in high grades, such as MS65 or higher, are more valuable. Because fewer pristine examples were preserved, high-grade specimens can command premium prices. Proof coins. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are particularly attractive due to their finish, and are often collected as part of proof sets. Errors and varieties. Like all mass-produced coins, some 1981 quarters exhibit minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet defects. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Economic and cultural role. In everyday life, the quarter has long been one of the most widely used denominations in the United States. In 1981, quarters were essential for transactions involving vending machines, public transportation, parking meters, and laundry facilities. The coin's practicality ensured its continued high demand. Beyond its functional role, the quarter also serves as a cultural symbol. Its imagery, particularly the portrait of George Washington, reinforces national identity and historical continuity. Even in an era of increasing digital transactions, the quarter remains a tangible connection to American heritage. Evolution after 1981. Although the 1981 quarter retained the classic Washington design, significant changes would come in the following decades. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, introducing new reverse designs for each state. This marked a major shift in coin design philosophy, emphasizing diversity and education. Later programs, such as the America the Beautiful quarters and the American Women quarters, continued this trend of rotating designs. Despite these changes, the obverse portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, remains a constant feature, though it has been updated and modified over time. Collecting the 1981 quarter today. For modern collectors, the 1981 quarter represents both an accessible entry point and a piece of a larger historical puzzle. It is often included in complete date and mint collections of Washington quarters, which span from 1932 to the present. Collectors may seek out circulated examples for basic collections, high-grade uncirculated coins for investment or display, proof coins for their aesthetic appeal, error coins for rarity and uniqueness. Coin grading services play an important role in determining value, as professionally graded coins provide assurance of authenticity and condition. Broader historical significance. While the 1981 quarter may not be associated with a specific historical event, it embodies the continuity of American coinage traditions. Each coin minted in that year passed through countless hands, participating in the daily economic life of the nation. In this sense, it serves as a micro-historical artifact, small in size but rich in stories. Coins like the 1981 quarter also illustrate the intersection of art, economics, and technology. From the sculptural work of John Flanagan to the industrial processes of the United States Mint, each coin reflects a blend of creativity and precision. At the same time, changes in composition and production methods reveal how economic pressures shape even the smallest details of national currency. Conclusion: the 1981 United States $quarter coin is far more than a simple piece of metal. It is a product of historical evolution, artistic expression, and economic necessity. Rooted in the legacy of George Washington and shaped by decades of change, it represents a stable and familiar element of American life during a period of transition. Though it may not command the attention of rare or commemorative coins, the 1981 quarter holds enduring value as a symbol of continuity. It connects the past to the present, reminding us that even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary historical significance. Whether viewed as a collectible, a historical artifact, or a simple means of exchange, the 1981 quarter remains an integral part of the story of American coinage.